Alright, so today we are looking at sorting data. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain what data sorting means. You should be able to understand why sorting is important in spreadsheets. You should be able to identify the three types of sorting in Excel. You should be able to sort data alphabetically, that's A to Z and Z to A. You should be able to sort data numerically, that's from largest to smallest and from smallest to largest. You'll be able to sort dates from oldest to newest or from newest to oldest. You should be able to apply sorting to organize data sets professionally. You should be able to avoid common mistakes when sorting data, and should be able to understand how data analysts use sorting in real life situations. Now, imagine you are the principal of a school with 3,000 students. You want to quickly find the names of all students whose names start with the letter A. Unfortunately, the student list is arranged randomly. You begin searching one name after another. It takes several minutes. Now, imagine clicking one button and Excel automatically arranges every student's name from A to Z in just a few seconds. This is the power of sorting. Sorting helps us organize information quickly, making it easier to find what we need. So what we need is that I want to look at is maybe the list of students who start with A, but everything is arranged randomly. So when we sort them, we can now pick out the face we want to check. Now, what is sorting? Sorting is the process of arranging data into a specific order. Specific order. Note that. So instead of leaving information scattered randomly, sorting places similar records in a meaningful sequence. Sorting helps us find information quickly. It helps us compare records easily. It helps us analyze data more effectively. It helps us present information professionally. Now, think of sorting as organizing books on a bookshelf. When books are arranged alphabetically, finding one book becomes much easier. Excel does the same thing with data. Imagine walking into a library where every book has been placed randomly. Finding a single book would take a very long time. And now imagine that the books are arranged alphabetically by authors, by the author's name, or probably arranged by subjects. Finding a book becomes much more easier. Sorting in Excel works in exactly the same way. Instead of searching through hundreds or thousands of records one by one, Excel arranges them into an organized order. Sorting helps us save time, it helps us reduce confusion, it helps us improve data, it helps us make reports easier to understand, and it prepares data for analysis. It prepares your data for analysis. Now, let's look at real life examples of sorting. Where exactly do we make use of sorting? So, sorting is used almost everywhere in our daily lives. Number one, we can use sorting in school to sort students' name alphabetically, to sort students' score from highest to lowest, to look at attendance records by date. We can sort in bank, we can sort customer transactions by date, we can sort account balances, we can sort loan records. In hospitals, we can sort patient names, we can sort appointment dates, we can sort medical records numbers. In businesses, we can sort sales reports, you can sort customer names, you can sort inventory lists, and you can sort product prices. Sorting helps every organization stay connected and make better decisions. So sorting helps us to make better decisions. What are the benefits of sorting? Sorting provides many benefits, including faster searching. It helps your searching to be fast, better organization, easier analysis, better decision making, and professional reports. These are the benefits. Now, types of sorting. There are three basic types of sorting. We have the alphabetical sorting, we have the numerical sorting, and we have the chronological sorting. Now, chronological sorting is also the same thing as date sorting. That's making arrangements in a form of alphabetical order. That is maybe A to Z or Z to A. And numerical sorting is when you are arranging it, numerical sorting deals with numbers. So in that case, you are arranging it maybe from the highest number to the lowest number, or from the lowest number to the highest number. While chronological sorting deals with dates. So you are arranging such maybe from oldest to newest, or from newest to oldest. So before we start sorting, There are some important rules every Excel users must know. Number one, always select the entire table, not just one column. So when you want to sort, you don't just select one column. You select the column and you select every other columns too. Then ensure your table has proper column heading. Yes, make sure your table has proper column heading. Avoid blank rows or blank columns inside the data set. Make sure there is no blank rows or columns in the data set. Make sure each column contains the correct type of data. For example, text should be in text columns, numbers should be in number columns, and date should be in date column. And it should be entered as real dates. So following these rules helps Excel sort your data correctly and prevents errors. Now let's look at alphabetical sorting. When we are talking about alphabetical sorting, we use it to arrange text in a logical order based on the letters of the alphabet. That's arranging it, comparing the first letter and arranging it accordingly. So we have the ascending order where we have A to Z, and we have the descending order where we have from Z to A. That's the arrangement for alphabetical sorting. So it is commonly used for sorting students' name, employees' name, products' name, cities, departments, and so on. So for you to do that, let's say you have a list of students' records in your Excel sheet. You create the table containing students' name, their score, and you click any cell inside the table. Then go to the data tab on the Excel ribbon and select sort A to Z, or click sort for more options. Now, if Excel asks whether to expand the selection, choose expand the selection, then click sort. So the reason you are picking expand the selection is so that it affects every other place. It doesn't just sort only that place. Because if you don't pick expand the selection, it will sort that place, and with that it scatters the data set. Because if the person's name was Otbe and it's called 42, and it now sorts and it did not carry other score along, it means Okpe can now become 84, and that is not the real score. You have scattered the whole analysis. So it means when you are sorting the name, you should carry the cell that has the score along. How does Excel sort text? So have you ever wondered how Excel knows which name comes first? Excel compares letter one after another. For example, the first thing is to check the first letters. So you check A comes before B, B comes before D, D comes before J. And if the first letter are the same thing, you check the next letter. So it means if we have Adi and Aisha, we check both of them, they are A, then check the next letter D and I. So Adi comes before Aisha. So one of the biggest mistakes beginner make in selecting only one column. Always select the entire table before sorting. This keeps every record together. Think of each row as the complete record. When Excel sorts correctly, the entire row moves together. Now let's look at numerical sorting. When we talk about numerical sorting, this is related to numbers, related to student score, product price, salaries, quantities, sales figure, profile reports, and so on and so forth. And it's of two types. We have the smallest to largest and the largest to smallest. So now let's look at real life example. So imagine you own a supermarket. At the end of the month, you want to know which products sold the most. Instead of checking hundreds of records one by one, Excel can sort the quantity sold column from largest to smallest. Immediately, your best-selling product appears at the top. So businesses use this technique every day to identify top-selling products, reward best performing employees, rank students, compare sales performance. Sorting helps decision makers focus on the most important information first. Assuming we have a data set containing the student's name and their respective score, we want to rank students according to their score. So what do? We click anywhere inside the table, we open the data tab, we select sort, and under sort by, we choose score. Under score, we choose score. Okay, so under order, we choose largest to smallest and we click OK. So the students are now ranked from the highest score to the lowest score. When we're talking about ascending versus descending order, what is ascending order? Ascending order is just from like the smallest to the largest, from A to Z, from oldest to newest. That is where ascending order comes in. So if they tell you that ascending order, it means what they are simply saying is that what you are getting now is now like the process is increasing. So the first one is the smaller than the next one. Then if you are talking about descending order, it means something like maybe from Z to A, from largest to smallest, from newest to oldest. These are examples of descending order. Descending order is useful to find highest score. It is useful to identify highest sales. Why ascending order is useful for looking for name alphabetically, organizing dates from the earliest, listing prices from the cheapest. Understanding dates or chronological sorting. So dates sorting is the process of arranging records based on time. Instead of sorting alphabetically, Excel arranges dates from oldest to newest or from newest to oldest. So chronological sorting helps us understand when events happened. It's commonly used in business, banks, hospitals, businesses, human resources, and so on and so forth. Excel does not treat dates as ordinary text. Instead, Excel stores every date as a serial number behind the scenes. So this allows Excel to compare dates accurately, calculate the number of days between dates, arrange dates in the correct order, and perform dates calculation automatically. So it means Excel would have format that column as dates. So for you to sort, you follow your normal practical demonstration. So we also have custom sorting. So aside from alphabetical sorting, aside from numerical sorting, and aside from chronological sorting, there is also what we call custom sorting. And in this case, sometimes sorting by only one column is not enough. So imagine a data that contains students' name, department, and score. Suppose you want to arrange students by department first, then arrange the students by score. This cannot be achieved with a simple A to Z sort. So multi-level sorting means sorting data using more than one column. For example, first level, you sort the department into science, arts, and commercial, right? So the second level, you sort the department within each department. You sort students by what? By the score, highest to lowest. So it means first have science, then it will now sort the people in science what by their score. Then it will have arts, sort the people in arts by their score, commercial, sort the people in commercial by their score. So this creates a much more organized report. Professional data analysts use multi-level sorting on a daily basis. So for you to do your multi-level sorting, you select a table, you go to data and sort, you under sort, you choose by department, you click add level, then under then by choose score, then choose the largest to the smallest, then click OK. So Excel first group students by department and then rank them by score within each department. So to avoid errors when you are sorting, to avoid error as a professional, select the entire data set, ensure that every column has a heading, remove unnecessary blank rows and blank columns, check that all dates are entered in actual dates, entered as actual dates. Ensure numbers are stored in as numbers, not as text. Save your workbook before properly before performing major sorting operations. This habit helps you maintain clear and reliable data. So what are the common mistakes that you can make during sorting? Is that sorting, you sort only one column instead of the entire table. Now you are using the column to sort the entire table, not that you are just sorting only that column. You have to leave in a blank row inside the data set will affect your sorting. Mixing numbers and text in the same column will affect your sorting. Entering dates as plain text instead of date values will affect your sorting. Ignoring Excel's warning message to expand the selection. Yes, Excel will give you a warning message that you want us to expand the selection. You have to accept that message because that is the correct thing to do. But if you don't accept the message, then it means you might end up having a mistake with sorting. Remember, every row represents one record, one complete record. Always keep the row together when sorting. So what are the best practices to avoid error? Always follow these professional tips. You select the entire data set. You ensure every column has a heading. You remove unnecessary blank row or blank columns. You check that all dates are entered as actual dates. You ensure numbers are the okay, so you ensure numbers are stored as numbers, not as tests. Ensure your workbook before performing major sorting operations. So ensure numbers are stored as numbers, not as text. Save your workbook before performing major sorting operations. This habit helps you maintain clean and reliable data. So real life application of sorting. Sorting is one of the most frequently used features in Microsoft Excel because almost every organization works with large amounts of data. So school uses sorting to arrange students' names alphabetically, to rank students from the highest score to the lowest, to organize attendance records by date, and to find students quickly during registration. So another thing is that banks use sorting to arrange customer transactions by date, identify the largest deposit or network. Alright, so banks use sorting to arrange customer transactions by date, identify the largest deposit or withdrawals, organize account records, and generate financial reports. Hospitals use sorting to organize patient records alphabetically, arrange appointment schedules, track admission dates, and manage medical records efficiently. Businesses use sorting to rank best-selling products, organize inventories, analyze customer purchases, prepare monthly sales reports, and so on. Data analysts sorts data before creating charts, building pivot tables, avoiding filters, creating reports, and making business decisions. So sorting is one of the first step in turning raw data into meaningful information. All right. All right. So as we want to sort this data, we pick the data, the student's name, then we'll come to data, and this is sorting it from A to Z or sorting it from Z to A. So this is highest to lowest, this is lowest to highest. So we are sorting it with this. So you pick expand the selection. Once you pick that, it sorts. So let's say we want to sort this, let's say we want to sort them by their exam score. You want to sort them by their exam score. So you come here, you are sorting from the highest to the lowest now. So expand the current selection, so it expands them. That means the highest exam score 6060, this add it, and these are the names of students that add this score. All right, so let's assume we want to do a sorting here. Okay, so now I want to do custom sorts. You just come to sort here. When you come to sort, okay, so now you come here, you select, let's say we are sorting by gender and then Z to A, then you add level. Let's say aside from gender, I want you to now look at their level, the smallest to largest. And then let's say we want you to also add then their total score from the largest to smallest. So by the time we press OK, this you discover that the gender has been sorted as male, then female. Then within our male, we have it sorted 100 to 500 level, and then within our females to 100. So you discover that within the 100 level too, it was sorted as this, Abby. It was sorted. Then within the 200 level too, it was sorted from highest to low. Okay, so if you look through, so basically that's how custom sorts That is how custom sort works. So